Hi friends and welcome to Game Reactor Live. This is David Caballero with Game Reactor Spain, and today I will be playing Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which hopefully you have read our review on because it was published on Monday. And the game, this is sort of kind of exclusive because the game releases tomorrow exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. Tomorrow, October the 20th. And this is like the sequel, sort of retouched sequel of the original that released on the Nintendo Switch in 2017, which was pretty special and surprising back in the day as it was something different. It was a clash of worlds between the Rabbids, you know, they originated as party games, as part of the Rayman franchise from Ubisoft, and of course the Mushroom Kingdom and Mario, and they clashed together in a sort of tactical adventure full of battles experience. But before they released this new game, they wanted to change things, to shake things up a little bit. And this time around, they went back to the drawing board and they retouched they tweaked the core mechanics for it to be a much more sort of liberated and varied and complete and comprehensive and interesting type of game, and cleaner. It looks cleaner, it looks beautiful, and I invite you read you check out your local Game Reactor site to read the review. But I think it's the conclusion is going to be pretty much the same, because I think every single editor at Game Reactor who has reviewed this game, I think we all scored it with a 9 out of 10, which means it's a really, really nice, outstanding game that if you have a Nintendo Switch, of course it's exclusive to the system, you will enjoy thoroughly. And it's a pretty special, pretty unique type of concept, and I love the people at Ubisoft Milan and the things that they achieved here. So without further ado, I will be playing for the next full hour, and I will be showing you something slightly different, as this time around, you know, my colleague Ben has been playing a lot for the previews, and he has interviewed Davide Soliani, who's the director, in whom Miyamoto-san, put the trust to make this game real. And he has played a lot, and he has shown you several scenes, several battles, and several things so far during the preview phase. And this is of course pre-launch, but it's we are allowed to show you a couple of more advanced planets, even though we cannot show you like the end game or the final planets. So I'm gonna show you some of the second planet, which is this one, which is ice cold. As you can see, we arrive here and there's this blizzard. And this was supposed to be a pretty cold planet, but this is too much for the Rabbids inhabitants here, right? So we arrive and kind of we're looking for Rosalina, which is the English name for Estella. In Spanish we call her Stella, which is much more appropriate if you ask me, because she's stellar, of course. And in that search, we are recruiting the Sparks, the titular Sparks that you see here. This is slightly early. This is, I think this is like 10 hours, 15 hours into the game or something like that. But, you know, not so many Sparks so far. And the good thing about them is they grant you additional powers and abilities that you can equip to your team of characters, right? So this is my team right now. A couple of unlockable characters to discover in the upcoming planets. And as I said, this is a tactical combat game, pretty accessible. It would make for a perfect my first tactical combat game, right? But the worlds this time around, they are huge. And they are open worlds, and you can explore them freely and find a lot of, these are all secondary missions. It's really nice. The moment you get into the battle, it's really nice as well. You're gonna see it's much more, it's cleaner. It looks fantastic, and it gives the feel. It's not exactly, it's not real because there's a grid underneath that you don't see. But with the first game, you had to stick to the grid and to follow the different stops, and the things that you could do were like too much literal, if you know what I mean. But now it's all about the limits are there, the boundaries are there, but you will feel the freedom. So let's explore a little bit. The cutscenes are really nice, the humor. I'm gonna move myself so that you can read. Let's shrink my presence here, and I'm gonna be like over here. Yep. Perhaps my mic, it's a bit too loud, so let's see.
Yes, we can hear you just fine, so you know.
That's Beepo, or Beep Zero. I think it's Beepo. And the good thing, another additional value this time around, is that many of the dialogues are voiced. So plenty of voice acting for this game. Which is kind of weird, because if you're used to the Mario games, you don't normally hear the characters speak at all.
We saw firsthand at Beacon Beach how useful
But as
abilities are.
some of the characters are Rabbid characters, Rabbid versions of the characters, we can see Rabbid Peach over there, which was the total highlight of the first game. And Mario and Luigi won't go beyond their usual "whoa" and "wahoo" or some Chris Pratt. No, I don't think so. But the other characters, including Beepo and the other AI who travels along with you, they are fully voiced.
That tickles! Oh, and I have sonic powers now!
So we have sonic powers. It doesn't mean that Sonic is gonna do a cameo here. He's got his own game releasing in a few days.
Use my new sonic powers to...
So with this, you know, so that you see that the sparks are not always a tool for combat. This ability allows you to do like this, with these sort of sonic waves. And with these, you unlock a new type of mechanic for that you use during your while exploring the world. So for example, we can move these rocks. So with these and the way characters interact and the way things are laid out in the world, it's a much more varied game, and it's really interesting to explore every nook of the different planets. You really get hooked, and you really had something interesting to do in between battles. So the problem with this planet is it's too ice cold, and these sort of ice barriers. We have to do something about how cold it is before we can access these areas. So for example, we are right here, we cannot progress because there is this ice blocking our way. Mostly the different side missions or in-path missions that you will find is not... Sometimes they're the main missions, sometimes they're not. are like this. You have to clean the planet from this dark mess, which is a really cool name for this goo covering the different planets. And these are like, this is the battle screen. So we enter a battle, and this is more like a tactical combat game, isn't it? It's slightly introductory, but at the same time, I say it's many hours into the game, or a few hours into the game already. So I'm not spoiling anything, but I wanted to show you something a bit more into the game. And then after a while, I'm gonna switch to another save game to show you something farther on from the third planet. So, oh my god, all the Silent Hill things are leaking, and I'm super interested in learning more about those. So some of the battles, you will unlock a new spark, and here's Cryobolite, or something like that. It's a new enemy type, and the bow bombs. So first off, I would say you better take a look at the enemies. These are bombs. I know how to deal with them. This guy is weak to burn status, right? So if we have some, we better use some sparks or some heroes that will attack, including that elemental effect. The thing is, I'm at the very end of the game, and the heroes I have now are much more powerful, and their ability or skills trees are much more unlocked. So coming back to this earlier save game could mean that I want to do things that I can't do yet. So that's gonna be interesting. It's an additional challenge for an otherwise already completed mission, right? So we do have a burning spark, which is this one, and later on you can equip a couple of sparks per hero, but right now it's going to be just one. So I think we're going to use Luigi. And then this, which is very useful, I'm gonna give it to Rabbid Mario. You can do like this, you will see. And now, instead of healing them, I can use Rabbid Mario, which is full health, and give it a go. And as Luigi is gonna be my sniper, you can also do like this. So normally the formation means Luigi will be in the back, which makes sense for a sniper, right? The music is fantastic. Yoko Shimomura joined Grant Kirkhope this time around, so it does not only sound as rare as, you know, as a Donkey Kong or something like that, it also sounds as an epic kind of Final Fantasy or Street Fighter kind of thing. Let's go. I have to keep in mind that I can't do as many things as I would otherwise be able to do when I am fully upgraded. These guys are pretty nasty when they explode upon death. You try and reach them with the firepower, but I don't know if I'm gonna get there. I gave it to... Oh, did I? Didn't I? Ah, I gave it to Luigi, right? Yeah. We can do like this. You can see the area. You can use the bob bomb. It's not gonna reach there. But now I can load my bow with the burn attack. So I can do like that. It's gonna be very effective because he's weak to this. And he's not gonna approach too much. So he's not gonna get that close to me. There you go. Finish them off later. And one of these is going to travel. Let's use, for example, Rabbid Mario. And a nice thing I learned is you can do like this. Otherwise I wouldn't reach the tube. You can do like this, and you can pick one of them up. Oh, sorry, Mario, I left a bomb ready to explode. Then you can do like this. I covered myself, and then, but I was slightly sloppy, so Mario suffered from the explosion. But you know what I mean, that you can use the tube, and that is something really nice. And now, what I can do is, let's see how much I can reach with this. So I could be here, for example, and I can get rid of both of the bombs. That's more useful, of course, with enemies, but and I'm too far off. And nobody's gonna hit me, so I'm not gonna use the counter attack I have ready as a special ability. So let's go for next turn. I'm gonna take this very easy, all in all. Bit of a waste, right, of abilities, but that's the way I approached it, and I think this is a pretty relaxed, safe game, so... Now it's gonna get more interesting. I want to have Mario there for help, but if I want to have Luigi as well, I better use Mario as a trampoline, right? So we first use Luigi. We have to take care of the whole group, to keep the team in mind. Later on, you will unlock a second team jam. But for now, I can only team jump once with Luigi. For example, I can do like this. I can dash, pick it up. It's slightly not that accurate when you pick things up. Sometimes you have to retry, right? One of my only very few gripes I have with this game. Now I'm thinking Mario and Luigi will take care of this guy here. So I'm gonna try and do something about these guys here. Yeah, let's go. Even if it's melee sort of weapon, you can do like that. I'm gonna have the counter blow ready. So even if it's melee, it goes through cover, and it has some range to it, so you don't have to be super close. It has some sort of shockwave thing about them, about the glows, so it's pretty nice. I'm gonna cover Luigi here because this guy is coming to me, but I'm gonna do a combo. So take a look at this. I'm gonna power Luigi and Mario up with this spark. Now instead of shooting, I'm gonna do a combo. So I'm gonna be ready with the hero side, so that any enemy that moves within reach is gonna be shot twice, because that's what Mario does, right? So I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna do like this. And now I cannot shoot because I used my 2 points of action points, right? Instead, I'm gonna ready Luigi as well. This is one of my favorite abilities. He's ready now and sort of angry. And now I'm gonna shoot him, this one. So as we know, when you shoot these guys, they're gonna come for you, right? After you. So it's a good thing. Oh, they don't come after you. That's the tiger type. But they're gonna walk afterwards. So it's no combo, but it's gonna be a combo now because I'm gonna shoot them twice. I thought he would come at me. There you go. Hey. It wasn't as successful a strategy, but fair enough. Now I'm frozen to the ground, so I cannot move. I could use an item to release myself. So the only one that can do something about this is Luigi, but no one in range, so I think I'm gonna have to skip because I don't want to waste the items. We skip. Here they come. Gotta love the bombs, even if they had red eyes. Now it's a good time to try and use those bombs on the enemy. You can always use the Tacticam with Beepo and see if you're able to use the map accordingly. Could have used these two as well. I think this is more convenient. So as you can see, there's no visible grid. Of course the grid is underneath. It's just hidden. So it goes, this is the boundaries, and then you also see your teammate boundaries, so you know where you are into the limits, within limits. It is really nice because it's clean. Before you would see, with the first game, you would see this indication, sort of a kind of a rope following you, and you could see how the whole movement was going to be. But there was no need to do that. This feels way more free, even though you are sticking to that grid. So I could get rid of these bombs, but I could also use Luigi to go up there and see what I can do. Wow, that was close. Oh. Not close enough. Now I have to change my approach. Getting there. I can dash. I'm not being the most efficient strategist. Don't think I can help Mario either. Yeah, I can help him. Let's go. Mario can fly a tad longer. Not too much. Oh. You will ask yourself, did this guy really play this game? Well, not the best approach. Perhaps I'm lucky. Yeah. Just in case. Yeah. So he's a sniper, and that means you better shoot from a distance, right? Because the farther you are, the more damage you will cause. But at the same time, my goal is to reach the escaping zone. So what I'm doing instead is I'm gonna charge this with fire once again. And I'm gonna hope for this guy to run away. So I am out of his reach. Well, I wasn't. That happens when you are slow. So do this. Oh no, that was stupid because got stuck. I'm not being very precautious, right? Do like this, even though it's not his weakness. Hey, LA Griffin. Welcome to the stream. Problem is, if I kill the guy, Luigi is gonna suffer. But, you know, I don't care because I'm almost done with this mission. There you go. And now both are frozen to the ground.
Let's go.
And now, as a safety measure, we're gonna have both ready for moving targets. Not too far. And now we will absolutely, completely ignore them because we are done with the mission. It was a simple mission to show you sort of the basic systems.
Oh, yes, Mama, like.
And you level up, and then you get some swag. So this was to show you the icy planet. Every planet has its indoor sub-map, and that's really interesting because they are really beautiful. In this case, this is just a little cave, smaller cave. But when you keep progressing through this planet and you melt the ice, because I'm sure you would have deducted that, then you enter this mansion here. It's really, really interesting. It's a different type of map, and that's the kind of the main indoor area within this planet. So I don't know if I'm gonna just walk around a little bit, and then I'm gonna load the other save game. But as you can see, it gets more interesting with these powers when you're exploring the world. So a lot of little environmental puzzles to solve. Nice graphics, nice environments. They are all nicely introduced in a very Nintendo way. They sort of hint at things, and then when you get a new ability, you learn how to use it this way. You don't get a text tutorial. You get these sort of teasers for you to understand how the tool works. So any questions you have about the game, please ask within the next half an hour. But again, you can read our Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope review at your local game reactor site. gonna face this guy quickly. And then I'm gonna switch to the other save game to show you a different planet, which is... You could have seen that already, that the first planet is the summer, the second planet is the winter, which is this one, and the third planet I'm gonna show you is the autumn, so you can probably guess what the fourth planet is about. But we cannot show it today. We can show it tomorrow, though. But tomorrow's launch day. Oh, I clicked without even checking. So the first piece of advice that I gave you, I'm not following it myself because I was thinking or talking too much. So the thing is, you can always use, as I said, the bombs to your advantage. So in this case, it's a smaller battle because this was just a random guy walking by, right? Have to defeat them all, so we can use a bomb to clean this up. For now, we only have one dash per character per turn. We're gonna do like this, for example. The whole interface, the graphics, the symbols, the indicators are much easier to read this time around. They've put some time and effort on redesigning the interface, and that's you can see that pays off. So as usual, I'm gonna use fire on this guy, and I'm gonna see if it gets closer, so that we can use the bomb or the Rabbid Mario close range attacks on him. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's going away. Oh. Too bad. That being the case, I will have Mario both killing the guy and the bomb, so that Rabbid Mario can do something else. So I won't need to use any special powers at all. Good thing about Mario is there's two shots, one shot. Two shots. Normally when you have a random encounter like this one, it's gonna be faster, easier. Sometimes they're pretty interesting and different type of challenge, but they normally are this type, like you get used to it, and then you normally complete them at first attempt. Okay, so I think that's enough of this planet. As you can see, some locked areas. Really nice background elements, as usual, with the first game already. And as you can see, they are fully voiced. And now I'm gonna load my third slot, which is file 3. They have several slots inside. So this is file 3. Continue the journey. This is slightly farther on, so you're gonna see more heroes, more abilities from the skill trees. Slightly more complex enemies and encounters. You have to use some more strategic thinking. This was the first planet, just to give you a quick look. After cleaning it up from the dark mess. then you took your ship, and then we're gonna travel to Planet Prime, which is the third planet and the last one that we can show you, or the farthest one.
We are on approach to Planet Prime.
I wanted to show you this intro, etc.
Orange and yellow foliage of its and uplifting poetry. I've been waiting to.
So now we have Edge with us.
The presence of dark mass energy on this planet.
This
has
is the
obstructed
other
the
AI I
natural
told you
active
about.
synthesis of anthocyanin pigments, leaving its forest canopies drab, while its labyrinthian woods swallow visitors in a shroud of impenetrable, where enchanted creatures observe. Also,
Plenty of voice acting, as you can see, which is a nice contrast to the non-speaking Mario characters. So who knows? Perhaps after the movie, kids will want Mario and company to be fully voice acted. It's supposed to be a beautiful orange-ish fall themed planet, but of course it's covered with darkness, so let's do something about that. This guy's a poet.
What have you, leaf-haloed and bosom friend? Arboreal wisdom to recommend? Loyal beast, what solace do you bring? Arias of hope you hope to sing? Sing! But what is this? Hope that flies on eagle's wings?
The cutscenes are really nice. There's a lot of them. They add this sort of cartoon movie taste to it. So I'm really happy with the whole value and production values of the game.
The hard landing was caused by abnormal.
The story is
interference,
good.
not dark mass.
The humor is there. And you can see we have Rabbid Rosalina with us, which is a new signing to the team. And I love her because she's so lazy. She's always bothered when you ask her to do something, and she's always sagging. But at the same time, she's bright. She's into books, and she loves reading, and she's very smart. So it's a really nice character. Of course, it's both her and Bowser. They're the two new characters here. And Bowser is what you expect him to be, which is awesome as well. Controlling him and the sort of bazooka he has. But at the same time, this is more surprising type of character, the rabbit version of Rosalina. She looks like a non-caring kid or teenager, but at the same time, she's so smart. So that's great, in my opinion.
Somewhere inside the spellbound woods.
So as I said, these are semi-open worlds, and you can choose how to approach them. And this guy is a poet, and I love them, and I love the Spanish translation for him.
However,
so we could opt to go to his place, which is this house over there, and they say they have this secret passage from his building to the town square. But at the same time, we could decide otherwise and say, hey, I've seen that forest, and I'm curious to explore the forest first and foremost, and you can do that. So let me do that, because you can do that because they are semi-open. So as you can see, plenty of quests and things to do. I'm going to show you Rabbid Rosalina in a moment, because this is a ghostly sunset. It is more into the game, as I said, probably 15 to 20 hours in. You can expect more than 40 hours, 40 to 50 even, to complete the whole thing. So that's a really nice amount of content. So now the goal is to defeat them all. We don't have to reach an area. There's this new Luma or Spark that we're gonna unlock and be able to equip in the future. He's called Zephyr Quake. Gonna get your hand right on this piece to right on. To fly my garden, do you wanna blast it? I don't. The Zephyr Quake. Take a look, it's on display for you. The music is fantastic. It's not the Chili Peppers, but you know, Zephyr song. So normally, if you complete the mission, you're gonna get the Spark. So as I said, first thing first, you check the weakness. Weak spot, splash element, and frostbite element. You can see the rest of the enemies are the same types. Sometimes you will find 3 or 4 types of enemies, but this time you can also check how much cover is there in the map and how far you will have to travel to complete it. They normally won't come that close to you, so we will take care of these guys over here first, and we can see that there are these trampolines as well. So we said splash and frostbite. So here we see there's a lot of cover, for which it's really nice to have Rabbid Rosalina, because she destroys the cover. So we will keep her, and I don't think I have to heal that much, so I will change, and I will switch Rabbid Peach for perhaps Edge, so that you can see her. And then for the third one, we're gonna choose like regular Peach, so you can see her as well. And now, after you've chosen your heroes, it's time to choose your Sparks, because otherwise you have to change the way you are equipping them. More enemies than the first one, cool. Yeah, I think so. I think there are many more types and many elements, many elemental types. So it's okay. So having fire isn't as advised here. So we need some splash, right? So we can have the splash attack, and we can have the oh, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna show you as well. We're gonna have the Aqua Dash, and instead of healing with Regenesis, we're gonna have this, which is pretty cool, which is Ethering. And just to show you that you can upgrade, and you have to upgrade the Sparks themselves up to level 5, you can enter here and fit them with the star bits. I'm not gonna get there because I don't have enough, but just so you can see, it's like this, or with the star potion above my head. Now, when I'm happy with the team, it loads a little bit, mostly when you change characters. I could heal them by paying some money, but they're almost full, so here we go.
That'll do.
That'll do. And as I said, interesting mechanic here is this, which you can combine with Team Jump as well, so really nice. No enemies over here. I could place a sniper here. For now, I'm gonna try and take care of these guys here. So, Splash and Frostbite, right? And what I have with me is Splash. It is the Splash attack, so should have lined myself so that I could, with the flying blade, you can line up several enemies and you will hit them all if you're lucky. But let me try something. I can vault here. No way. So if this were half cover, I could use the flying blade. But it isn't, so I better come here, load my splash attack, so I consume 1 action point, and then I will be very effective. Even though I'm only hitting 1 enemy, I will be very effective here. So it's an additional effect, and of course they are gone. So we have another splash type here. The other Luma is Shock Dash, which doesn't make sense now, so. So keep in mind, I didn't use my team jump yet. So what I can do here is I can load the Splash Dash. Dash on this enemy. Send them out of bounds. Use the team jump. So I get closer. And hit this enemy. Perhaps I'm not lucky and I'm not hitting them, but I may destroy the barrier, the cover. That's the ability Rabbid Rosalina has. So that's really, really interesting. And at the same time, I reached a farther jumping platform, so I can do like this. So I can be sure I will hit them. And she's always, as I said, she's always lazy. Doesn't care too much. But then, when she has to prove herself, she's like this. And a lot of critical rate as well, so. Now we have Peach. Peach looks lovely and sweet. And it's not gonna kill a fly, right? Well, she is, because the Boombrella is amazing. It's like the shotgun of the game, so. And she's not a healer. As I said, the healer is Rabbid Peach, so she's a protector of the rest. She can shield them with the CR ability that you can see there. So for her, we have the Unseen ability, which I'm gonna use later, and another sort of protective type of spark. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and reach Rabbid Peach, Rabbid Rosalina, to then use the shotgun. Otherwise, I could help this guy over here. So.
Yay!
I landed there so that I was able to dash. Now I can move here. As you can see, no grid, no ugly lines seen. So I wasn't lucky enough, so. But I can shield these two characters with her special ability. But the shotgun is amazing, the Boombrella. And she looks so tired, of course. Rabbid Rosalina. You know, they are always like a parody. They're mocking like the original characters. So Rosalina, the original one, had this little emo touch to her. So they're mocking that. They're saying, hey, this is gonna be super lazy. She looks tired all the time. But at the same time, she's super smart and super bright. As you can see, the shield with which both Peach and Edge were shielded protected Peach for 2 hits, and that's really nice because no damage at all. And I was attacked twice because they broke the cover, and then they attacked her twice. But it wasn't enough because she was super ready. So I'm gonna kill this guy just with the dash. If it was farther on in the game, I would have a second dash for this guy here. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use Edge, who can freely move now up until here. Now I'm gonna
Up you go.
team jump over there. And now over here. Probably exposed to those guys over there, so I'm gonna do like this. Or, in order to show you, I'm gonna be here. I can shoot them with the Boombrella. You could see it very literally. And now, oh, I'm exposed. Well, I'm not gonna be any longer because I'm gonna use the unseen spark. So now that's very creepy and very beautiful at the same time. Invisible Peach. Hello, Swan at Jordan 205. If someone in the office is hearing me, please kill the air conditioner, otherwise my throat is gonna be dead tomorrow. Okay, so can't reach this guy, unfortunately, but I will dash on him here, and I need Edge to move from here. So we can do, I could use Rabbid Rosalina, but I'm not gonna use her because for now I'm gonna do it like that, so it's easier. Now we can use her again. There's no clear line. Yeah. As you can see, I can throw my blade, and as I said, if you have a couple of enemies lined up, there's gonna be. You gotta love Rabbid Rosalina. I could use this if I had them in range, but I don't. Which is very useful the moment you complete the second planet. You can block the enemies. You can freeze them unless they are hurt. You're gonna have them doing nothing for the next couple of turns. And that's very useful for some of the special challenges that are pretty hard. I'm gonna play for the next 5 minutes. I'm gonna complete this mission and call it a day. So any question you have, you just shoot, same as I just shot. Just in case that guy over there gets too close, as I'm not invisible, I'm gonna use a Stormblade, which is not as it's not as wide as the same type of powers that both Mario and Luigi have. I don't think he's gonna get this close, but just in case as I am exposed, I'm gonna do this. And you see the little cutscene for her. Why not, right? There they come. I'm holding their positions. I'm gonna get as close, I think. I'm gonna just lose that chance. Okay. So, Invisible Peach for 2 turns. They didn't know. Haha. I can hit this guy or use the jump. Get there and hit them too. I think I'm gonna do that because this is pretty obvious. But before that, I have to check if anyone is in need of an impulse. Seems like no one is, so. These are all Frostbite, which I didn't equip in the end, I think. I'm that stupid, okay. If these 2 enemies were closer, I could dash them both at once. They are not. So I'm gonna do like this. Take cover. Oh! I misclicked. Oh, that's nice. There you go. I'm gonna cover myself because I'm too exposed. And the one lagging behind is, of course, the one dragging her feet. I don't think I can reach the next trampoline, but I can reach this one. Nice. This time around I will stay here. I will use a splash. Oh, but it's the dash, so if it's the dash, I have to come here. So splash dash. Sometimes it's important to aim them, so this time I'm gonna kill him first try, so no need. But sometimes you want to send them off limits. No, I didn't want to do that.
Creep.
Creep. Oh, I missed the jump. There's some cover in there. Oh, more range for that. That was a bit stupid. A bit of a waste, isn't it? Anyway. Sometimes it's good to stick together, sometimes it's not recommendable because you're gonna get hit by area attacks, etc. So. Nice shielding. Well, they are going after Rabbid Rosalina. Okay. So first of all, take care of this guy over here. Oh, come on. Almost there. So. Not almost anymore. The 3 guys inside. There's some cover in there. Just to protect her. I'm gonna use Reflect. It's another protecting spark. And now I have to do it right with... Sometimes you can do things when you team jump with Mario and with Rabbids and with Bowser. This time around. Can do a little trick here. Come here. Here.
Come on.
That was nice. Flying Blade. Splash attack for the second one, right? The first one is resistant. But the second one is weak. There you go. It's gonna be sent off. Nice.
Just did that.
Even if it was resistant, it took a nice hit. Now how I protect Rabbid Rosalina from this guy over here. She's exposed. Well, this was for me. It is illustrative for me to show you how this enemy works. You put them to sleep. This is not the only one that gets sleepy in this game. Wow. Well, she's dead now. I was not very... I didn't care that much. Should have cared more. But we're gonna win, of course.
One down.
Activate the Storm Blade. I had to leave it at this, so... Let's go. Critical. Could have used the shield before, but I couldn't. So, I'll show you something else. For example, here. shoot them. Now. This is area damage, but just so you see, it makes no sense with these guys. Just to show you, because it saved me many times the power block. Oh, stop it already. Okay, and we're done. So this was it. This is Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Really beautiful music, beautiful graphics, interesting clash of worlds and characters. And this time around you will have much more to explore, and riddles and puzzles and characters to meet and secrets to find by exploring these planets, which are season based, as you have probably figured out already. And as I said, they normally have a big indoor area other than the bigger outdoors area. And in this case, it's inside of a tree, and it's great. You can see it, right?
My instruments are unable to find the safest passage through the labyrinthian forest to the Darkness Tentacle. The risk of not becoming irreparably lost is roughly a snowball's chance, and...
Whoa, we get it.
I'm gonna skip this. Skip through it. There's a darkness eye in there.
Absolutely not. No, maybe...
This is nice because you get another powers I'm gonna show you before I go. Twinkle, of course, is not the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star song that you and me, daddies and mommies have been singing for years. You could, because he's so huggable and looks like a plush, but this little fella sort of grants you the finding secrets and lighting them up power. So you get this, and now you can, other than the waves, the sonic waves, you can do like this, which is really cool, and normally takes you to secrets. It's really nice, reminds me of Luigi's Mansion. You can go like this, and like that. Keep exploring. So, as I said, many things to do. And the world keeps changing, literally. So yeah, for more information on Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, you can read our local or your local game reactor site for our review. Check it out. We'll probably also publish a strategy guide for it. And I fully recommend this game, even though you're not a fan of tactical combat. So I loved it. I loved the first one. It doesn't make the first one worse, but it makes sense of going back to the drawing board for the second one. It really makes sense. It really makes the changes and the tweak and the sort of reimagining of the core mechanics to make sense for the sequel, because it looks cleaner and more interesting to explore, and combats are amazing, as you probably gathered from this video, or at least I hope so. So thanks for watching. See you next time.